I guess, first of all, how are you finding life out stateside?
I'm actually enjoying it. It's been good fun. I mean, I'm accustomed to the Carolinas anyway because my son's been out here for the last 6 years. So, we've been out visiting him quite a lot. But pre-season's gone well. At the end of it, I thought, what am I doing here? But I just spent 2 weeks in Miami and 2 weeks in California in Coachella. So, it's not too bad a gig at the moment.
How did the job come about? You must have been chomping at the bit to get back in.
Yeah, I'd spoken to a few clubs actually in the UK, mainly Championship clubs, and none of them felt quite right for me. So it was all about what the next opportunity was going to be. And when this came about, and I got asked if I wanted to join in the process, I just thought, be a challenge. It'd be exciting. It would get the juices flowing again, so to speak, because it's something that I've not done before. Never been out of the UK to coach, and I thought it'd be a really good challenge.
Obviously, the MLS is growing both in recognition and quality as the years go on. But there is a lot to get your head around as a coach, I imagine. How much help do you have on that side of things, and how many things are you having to juggle on?
I'm not juggling too much. I think if you concentrate really on what your squad is or your roster, what it is over here, and work with them, put your style of play in place, try and improve the players as you can, and then try and improve the team, and leave the squad building to the front office, but play a part in that as well, because I'm still learning about designated players, YDPs, GAM, TAM, U22s. It's a very different system, and it's one for parity, I suppose, is what they like out here. But it's interesting.
So when you do come out here, obviously there's a lot of pressure with your profile, but also I hear Dean Smith has a bit of resonance out here as well. Is that right?
Yeah, it certainly does. A well-renowned basketball coach at UNC. After only 2 weeks, I'm driving to see my son in Raleigh, and see I've shared a highway already with somebody. There's a Dean Smith highway, a Dean Smith stadium, I think. So that name is synonymous. So I've got a lot to live up to, that's for sure.
I was reading the profile, the piece on the website ahead of the NYCFC game about wanting to prove people wrong. Do you feel, what was that based on? Was that a kind of personal, team? What are you looking to prove? No,
I think that's always been my driver as a player. I think, listen, when you become a professional at anything, whether it be a coach or a player, there's always people who tell you, you're not good in the air, you're too slow, you don't talk enough, you don't do that. So, I think one of my drivers has always been to prove people wrong, and try and get to that next level all the time. As a player, I wanted to play for England, but there'd be enough people that told me I couldn't. I've still not retired from playing for England. I'm still available if Gareth's watching, but no. So that has always been my driver. To get into a position where, I always felt as an English coach or a British coach, to get into the Premier League, I had to take a team in there. I don't think there's too many coaches, maybe Graham Potter and one other, where a Premier League club has gone and grabbed a young British coach. So, I was fortunate enough to coach Brentford and build a team that Thomas eventually took over and ended up getting to the Premier League, but also taking Aston Villa to the Premier League, and really proud of that, because, in 2010, I was coaching at Walsall, and the under-14s, and my daughter was sitting on the side of the pitch doing her homework. So, it's been hard work to get where I am.
How does the squad look heading into the new season? And what's it like having the British lads around? Is that helpful? Does it help you acclimate?
Yeah, it certainly helps. I didn't know any of them before I came here. I've got a lot of friends who overlap, obviously, from Villa with Westie. So, I gave him a call first and foremost when I was talking about joining the process, just to find out from him about the club. But yeah, they've helped me acclimatise. But I see them giggle when I say certain things, and it goes over the head of a lot of the other players. But no, it's been enjoyable, and they've certainly helped me settle in.
Just a few more. In terms of roster, you've still got some. I know there's complications over DPs and stuff, and you might not understand all of it. But are you looking to bring in some stardust to sprinkle? I mean, Jack Grealish could do with a few starts at the moment.
Yeah. I still speak to Jack, very regular. He's just coming back from an injury, but he's not done bad already at Manchester City, and he'll continue to do so, and England in the Euros. But yes, we're looking to add some quality into the squad. When I looked at the squad, during this process, I just felt that there was areas that we could improve on. 2 DPs have gone out, and it gives us room now to bring some other people in, and we're working hard to do that.
Christian Fuchs is a character that English football fans know a lot about, and he seems a real big character. I kind of expected him to be a TV presenter or something more than a coach, but what has he been like?
He's been really good. Obviously, another person who can help me acclimatise. He knows my former assistant manager, Craig Shakespeare, really well. He obviously worked with him at Leicester City, and we've spoke before and met before. And Christian's. I knew Christian from the last 3 or 4 years. I actually tried to sign him when I was the Villa manager. So it's been good to come in and see what he's got. And he's still learning as a coach now, but he's been really good.
Finally, ahead of the big kick-off, NYCFC at home, a big crowd. What are you hoping for from the season ahead?
Well, hoping to improve on last season. The club's this is only its 3rd season. It's very new as a club. Got to the playoffs last year, although it was a playoff for the playoff, if you get that. So we got the wild card and went out. So our job now is to keep improving. It's got a lot of ambition as a club. It's got a massive catchment area because it's got both the Carolinas that haven't got a football team. I think our neighbours are 4 hours away, Atlanta. So we're looking forward to it.